Good morning. I'm Tim Roble, and welcome to Adventure Athletes Expedition Build. We're on I'm going to say this is day 7 and 8. I've gotten some of the body laid out on it now. So here's what where we're at now for the framing. I got my 3 receiver hitches in. And today I'll be working on making a spare mount for this side, and then duplicating that side on this side, and then spare mount. I'm gonna do some plates here to tie all of this in, 120 thousandths out of each side. I'll cut those out on the CNC plasma cutter. The winch is gonna go in this area and get that figured out. And so hopefully end of day today I can have 2 spare tire mounts and kind of what we have laid out here. I believe it's day 6 that Monday morning anyway. Today's Thursday. I worked on getting this in and shaping all that square tubing to fit the body lines, and that was a little bit of work. What I'm going to do is when it's time, I'm going to cut this out, and I'll make this so this folds back into here and then gets tacked in all the way there too. So that'll be real good and real secure mounting. And then of course the aluminum paneling is going to come and tie in right here, and I think that's going to work out really well. Kind of trace the lines on the steps. The steps ended up being kind of the guide for what the body is going to look like. So super stoked with the way things are turning out. I have these little tie downs that I'm trying to figure out where the placement is going to go for those, and I'll frame those up. I'll get those welded in. When it comes time to do the flooring, I'll have to take and mark where these are at and route out just a little bit of 1/8 inch so everything sits flush, and then these will fold up so you're not busting your toe walking around. That'll fold up, and I'm putting in 4 of those, one on each side, and back to here. So basically the measurements are back to this spot right here. We're about 7 foot 2 inches, and as I go up, it'll look something, that last angle will be something like that. And then it'll come up, and the door, I'm doing a 3-foot door in here, and once again on this side here it'll be a futon, and then the porta potty will stow under that, maybe somewhere in the back. The futon's 5.5, but because of the angles and everything of how everything's laying out, it's going to have to start a little further back than I had hoped. But I got the spare laid out. It ends up being 32 inches, under 32 inches to clear the counter. That's where the Snowmaster is going to sit. Then it'll be a sink, and then a counter will come back. But you got to remember, the spares are going to be in line with the wheels here, so they're going to be in the cab actually, and so that takes away from a little bit of interior space, but that's going to only be under storage, not on top where the counter is going to come back. So I think I got everything nailed down. It's been quite the little process of figuring out the packaging, and I kind of like this line that I put in here with the angle. Trying to do the inside dimensions somewhere around 6'6". But right now the plan is I'm going to come off of this straight to about the I think it's up higher, and then angled in. We'll see how it all lays out. That's why I'll kind of draw something out on paper, get something going, but it's not until you're fully committed, and that's where I'm at now. There's no going back. There's you get to a place now that success is your only option, and that's where I'm at now. I'm looking at maybe 2.5, 3 weeks to be totally done with the build. I got to get back out to my dad's and run him around, go get him a haircut, and take care of him a little bit. So a little bit of pressure. Yesterday was a 10-hour day. Today will be another 10-hour day, and we're hitting somewhere around the 90s. So it gets hot around 12 to 2, 3 o'clock. But try to do the work in the sun in the morning, and then there's a little bit more shade on the other side, so then I work on that. But other than that, I do well in the heat anyway, but I'm staying hydrated and just keep pushing. So that's my update for today. If you kind of like this type of thing, please hit like and subscribe. I'm Tim Roble. I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you here next time.